Nitrous oxide is the most potent naturally occurring greenhouse gas. It contributes to climate change. It's far more harmful than carbon dioxide. It persists in the atmosphere for over a century, making it a multi-generational problem. Global emissions of nitrous oxide have increased ever since we learnt to synthesize nitrogen fertilizers, and we use these to expand our agricultural systems. In New Zealand, our emissions have increased 46% since 1990, and most of our nitrous oxide emissions come from soils. They come from urine patches from dairy cows in our dairy farming soils. And unlike other climate issues, there's no solution for nitrous oxide. Emissions are still increasing and they're unsolved. So why are they unsolved? Why don't we have a solution? We think that the main cause of nitrous oxide emissions has been completely overlooked until now. So we have discovered the main driver of nitrous oxide emissions from New Zealand soils, and it's copper. Actually, it's a lack of bioavailable copper in soils that microbes can access. Microbes exist in soils that can transform nitrous oxide into completely harmless nitrogen gas, but they need copper to do this. It's essential for them. Unfortunately, 75% of our dairy farms, where 95% of our emissions originate, are deficient in copper. We have found that by alleviating these copper deficiencies, we can reduce nitrous oxide emissions by 50%. But it gets more exciting than this. What if I told you that soils actually contain all they need already to alleviate these deficiencies and mitigate these emissions? Does it sound too good to be true? It's true. We're investigating the use of nature-based technology that harnesses natural soil processes to increase bioavailable copper, make it available to these microbes, and decrease nitrous oxide emissions. Now, the benefits of scaling this technology are quite substantial. We've done the math. Even at moderate adoption, we could decrease New Zealand's total agricultural emissions by 3%. That's 1.3 million tonnes of carbon dioxide equivalent per year. That's a significant environmental benefit. It'll help us meet our climate goals, and it'll also save us $39 million a year in avoided emissions liabilities. There's productivity co-benefits here too. So just like microbes, plants and animals need copper. So by alleviating these deficiencies, we can increase pasture growth. This will have a direct impact on animal health and performance. We predict that we can increase milk production by 2% across New Zealand's dairy farms just by alleviating these deficiencies. Animals will no longer need to be supplemented with copper as they are now. We could make, on average, $56,000 per year for a dairy farmer in New Zealand. Nationally, this equates to over $300 million per year net benefit for New Zealand. Thank you.
Thank you. Have you looked at how this applies to other farming areas worldwide? Is this a common problem, or is this just New Zealand specific?
So copper deficiency is quite New Zealand specific. Our soils are quite unique, and that's part of the reason. But there are other trace element deficiencies worldwide that this technology could apply to. So for example, zinc is a common problem in the United Kingdom. There's not enough zinc in staple crops. So we actually believe that our technology could be taken and applied to other elements in other places.
In Germany, unfortunately, cows are kept rather in stables. So we don't have that particular problem. What's your opinion on that? I mean, New Zealand could go to more stabled cows and then use the FUs for biogas production.
Yep, so that's probably a question around animal welfare and also around, environmental sustainability. So that's actually quite a hard question to answer. I think a lot of the appeal of New Zealand's products is that we are a grass-based pasture system, and that is how a lot of our industries, our milk and our meat industry, kind of appeal to international customers. So I think that if we want to maintain this image that we have with our grass-based pasture systems, we urgently need solutions like this rather than moving our cows indoors. Yep, thanks.
I just want to know how you do it. You mentioned it's a nature-based technology, but can you share anything about how you'd actually do it? With copper specifically, how do you sort of enhance the availability of copper?
I'm sorry. It's IP protected, so I cannot tell you exactly how we do it. I'm sorry.
I figured that. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, fair enough.